Okay, instant new main, this thing is just amazing. Hi everybody, in today's video I have a very large cubicle.com unboxing. So let's get right into the video. Okay, before I start the unboxing, yes, I said I would do it like almost a month ago, but the cubicle has been slow and one of the cubes I got was out of stock. It's a whole other story. I'm not going to go in depth into it, but I finally have all the cubes except for one of the cubes. It's the GAN 251M Pro, which unfortunately was out of stock. So it is on pre-order. I will get it at some point. I'm not sure when, but I'm just going to go through what we have. We have a $10 mystery item, which is blurred out since I don't want you to see it, but it's a really good deal, better than the last one in my opinion. We have the Diane Tangen V2M. We have the YJ MGC Square 1. We have the Pro Shop GAN Skewb Enhanced. And we have the Chi clock. Well, I am going to go from, in my opinion, worst to best. So I'm just going to start with the mystery puzzle. So again, it is blacked out. It isn't terrible. Compared to what other items I have, I would say it is the worst one. I'm going to unblur it right now. So it is actually the Chi MS 5x5 stickered. I haven't seen a review specifically on this one. So I am really excited to see how it is. I have tried the MS 5x5 before, but I've only tried stickerless, so let's see. Okay, so here's the plastic wrap. Okay, now getting into the cube in this really nice case. Sorry about the weird cut there. My camera accidentally stopped recording, but let's get into it. Here's the cube. Wow, it's looby on the outside. Fortunately, I don't have like a paper towel with me, but I'm sure you can't see it. It's very looby on the outside. I'm just gonna try to wipe it with my hands. But I do already have the other MS cubes. The MS 4x4 is okay. The 3x3 is okay, and the 2x2 is really good. I'm just gonna see how the 5x5 is. I've heard pretty good things about it. So let's do first turns. Okay, so immediately this thing is like super loose. I can't really tell how good it is, but immediately it feels pretty nice. It has a nicer feeling than the 3x3 and 4x4 in my opinion, but I do feel like it is prone to corner cutting problems because I can feel it locking up. Let's just test corner cutting. And not too great. I did save $5, I believe, on this thing. I'll put the cube on screen and show the price, but yeah, I would say it's definitely a pretty good cube for the mystery package though. Okay, now on to the next kind of cube. Not really. This is the Chi magnetic clock. It's my first clock. So we'll see about this. I've never tried a clock even, so I don't know how it's gonna feel. And until this clock came out, a lot of people hadn't even gotten a clock. I'm just opening it up here. Okay, and then this seems super satisfying. So we have the clock, which looks fantastic, and then we have a stand, and it looks like a tutorial. I think I kind of already know how to solve it. I'm gonna try to kind of intuitively solve it, but we have a couple Chi cards. This looks fantastic in particular. All these look really nice, and then as I said, a tutorial. You also get this really nice box, which I'm definitely going to use for a cube cover. Of course, the stand, which I'm assuming you just put the clock on somehow like this. Oh, actually, it goes this way. That thing just looks fantastic. Let's just do turns on the pins. So yeah, these things feel really nice. Doing turns on this feels pretty nice. The magnets feel nice. The pins do feel like they would be a bit too fast though, so I don't really know how to lube a clock, but I'm gonna see if I can slow these down a bit. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna scramble this thing off camera. This looks pretty scrambled to me. I just used a hand scramble, but I'll try to solve it later. Next up, we actually have the Diane Tangen V2. I was gonna get the Zanchi Pro, but I've heard kind of bad things about it. Now, just to be clear, this isn't necessarily trying to replace my main, which is the GAN 11M Pro. This thing is just so good. I've heard the Tangen is kind of similar, but I've heard really nice things about the feeling of this cube, and I don't have any other Tangen 3x3s. I have the Guhong V4, but it broke. But yeah, getting into this cube, that box is just so nice. We have a pamphlet for the tensioning system, which I heard is super complicated. We obviously have the cube. We have this really nice box, and we have an accessories box. In here, it looks like we have some springs, we have a pamphlet, we have 2 screwdrivers, which seems a bit unnecessary. One of them's flathead, one of them is Phillips. I believe that's it. Okay, now getting into the cube. I just can't wait to do first turns on this thing. It might be pretty looby, we'll see. I'm really not used to opening cubes. That took forever. Doesn't feel very looby. The plastic actually feels pretty cheap, which I'm surprised about, but let's do first turns. Okay, so this thing is like super loose. Like, look at these tensions. But this feeling, wow, this is just so satisfying. There is a bit of spring noise, which I'll definitely have to fix later. I might make a review on this cube actually, but this is so soft. The tensions are just absurd. Like, this is so loose. The magnet strength feels pretty good, but I know that you can customize it. But I'm not gonna do too harsh turns on this just because, again, this thing is like super loose. I could pull these 3 pieces out if I wanted. I am pretty impressed by the first turns of this cube, so we'll definitely have to see if it is possibly a main contender, which is unlikely, but we'll see. Just gonna do a quick solve here. Was pretty nice. I'm not going to really test corner cutting, but at this tension, it's just fantastic. Now getting on to the second most exciting cube. This is the YJ MGC Square 1. I said I would get it a while ago, but it took a super long time to actually be put into production, and again, the shipping problem. So it comes in that nice MGC box. It is kind of annoying that they have plastic wrap around it. It's just unnecessary. Okay, so again, the nice MGC box with this nice sleeve. So before I get into the cube, my current main is the Yushin Little Magic Square 1, which is okay. It's a pretty good beginner Square 1, but I do want to get faster, and things like corner cutting are just not that great. The feeling isn't that great. The magnets are too weak. So let's get into this thing. So we have the cube and, of course, the MGC accessory box. In the accessory box, I guess they didn't learn because we still have a stand. Actually, no, these are black pieces, and these are for replacing the yellow or white side of the cube. It doesn't matter. I suspect I'll probably be replacing the yellow side of the cube just because that's the black side of my little magic. But let's get into this super exciting cube. Okay, so on the outside, this feeling is just super nice. It feels like really nice on the outside. I guess I'm just doing first turns. This thing feels kind of weird. It definitely seems like it would be good with setup. The magnets are a bit strong, which is unfortunate. Yeah, the corner cutting is where this cube really shines. I mean, look at this, guys. My little magic cannot do even close to this, and it does it with ease. The magnets on the U and D layers actually feel a bit weak. I might add some extra magnets if it's okay to do that. I guess I already am scrambling it. Just gonna do a quick solve untimed. Okay, that solve was pretty nice. I mean, it definitely needs some lube and setup, but I could see it being really good after that. I mean, this corner cutting is just fantastic. It literally does here, which is unheard of, like, to the point where it hardly doesn't corner cut anywhere. It's just amazing. Taking a look at the mechanism, I am not used to Square 1 mechanisms, but it looks like we have this little thing. It's different than the little magic, but I'm not going to go into it since I'm not a Square 1 expert by any means. Though I did notice I just got a pop, so I'm definitely going to have to tighten this. And finally, we have the GAN Enhanced Skewb. My current main is the Wingy, which I'm not such a fan of. It just doesn't feel that great. I don't really like this cube that much. The feeling is just not good at all. So I pretty much got the best cube on the market, so let's see how it is. So it looks like they included one of these tensioning tools, as you can see here. We have a business card or whatever this thing is, not a business card. See if we have anything else. No, unfortunately they do take out some of the accessories, which is kind of annoying, which is, I believe, why it's not so expensive versus the regular cube. So we have a nice cubicle stand, as you can see, but the bag obviously is missing. This plastic wrap is like super hard to get off. Okay, so here's the skewb. The feeling feels pretty nice, but let's try it out. Okay, instant new main. This thing is just amazing. Let's just test corner cutting. Wow, this is really good. So it doesn't even seem to be too tight, which is just amazing. This thing is so good. It's probably my favorite cube that I've unboxed. This thing does not seem to have any problems. It's definitely my main. It will help me practice skewb more, but I also got the Pro Shop version, so that might help. Wow, this thing is great. Let's just do a quick solve here. I'm no skewb expert. Now, I do know that the Pro Shop lubes probably will wear off at some point, so I'll probably have to re-lube it, but I'm not great at lubing a skewb, and this thing is just so nice. So yeah, the primary plastic, just everything about this cube is just great. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing of these couple cubes. I do want to mention that I bought the mystery package from a channel called The Grand Cuber because he had a giveaway and I won it. So I used it to buy this mystery cube, and thank you so much. His channel is linked in the description. He has really good videos, and I may or may not be doing a collab with him in the future. Most of these cubes I was definitely pretty impressed by. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys in my next video.